Posting naked pictures of child/baby online is incredibly stupid and could lead to embarrassment or harm later in life. Facebook is the primary offender in this regard, but I see it on Reddit as well. Someone will post a picture of the 1 to 2-year-old in the bath. Even if their lower parts are covered with bubbles or whatever, it's still incredibly stupid to post those images. Obviously, to the parent those images are not pornographic in nature. But if the same picture were found on the hard drive of a 45-year-old man, it's a different story. And if you post it online, it will absolutely end up there. It will be another 20 years before our kids really see the effects of having their entire lives meticulously photographed and catalogued online. Imagine if all your childhood photos were online instead of in a box in the garage. I have a 4-year-old and I'm very selective about what I post online. You should be too. I live in the rural Midwest, and a county fair in my state banned a prize-winning photograph in their art division. It was a professional baby portrait, and albeit technically perfect, pedestrian in concept and composition, it was just one of many baby portraits you see while scrolling Facebook. Fairgoers made such a brouhaha about the image, claiming it was child pornography to see a topless child, and eventually the fair board had to remove it. There are two positions, I think, regarding images of children. Some are just flat out prudish and uninformed, like my area culture, and others are just concerned, especially considering how technology makes everything public, and thus in the hands of riffraff who don't see the innocent pictures for what they are. I think your perspective is the latter and very valid. Even if the baby photos were just meant to be shared online with family and friends, we often assume our real-life boundaries are applicable to online boundaries when hitting the share button. I have an adorable picture of my son. It shows his little naked butt because I told him it was time to go swimming, so he stripped down and put his shoes on. He was 2. He's facing away from me within the doorway with the beach in front of him. I love the picture, but I never even got it printed because I didn't want to risk it being out there. Mom of almost 2-year-old, agree. Specifically baby butt photos. I get it, I think my son's bum is cute, but photos of it are not needed, especially when you consider how often kids are targeted by their own family members and trusted family friends. No one genuinely needs to see revealing pictures of your kids, no matter how cute and innocent you may think the pictures are. My own mom even said I should have pictures taken of my son with his newborn butt out to keep and treasure. I did not, but I did save photos and videos that should actually be treasured. His newborn hands and feet, a video of his precious little newborn cry in the hospital. I only actually share basic photos of my son. Also photos of your kids fresh out of the womb and naked? Just. Why? That's a hard no from me. If you post a naked picture of your child or baby, someone is going to like it in a different way than you'd want. The same thing happens with women's posts on Instagram. People do this. I know the basic baby hand holding mom or dad's hand, but people actually post basically baby nudes online? Of their own kids. Retired family law lawyer. This was a huge issue in neglect and custody cases. For my wedding, both families submitted photos of us throughout the years to put at the tables. There were plenty of naked photos of me courtesy of my mother. I did not appreciate it. This has been my constant thought since I was in middle school. Granted, I've got personal experience with being involuntarily exposed to pedophilia at that age, but it just served to make me more aware. Just because you don't intend a picture to be sexual by default, it can lead to predators becoming aware of your child, and if you keep documenting your child, they keep collecting those images of your child. And if they happen to live nearby, I mean, you check in on Facebook. Can confirm. As a baby, my naked picture was on the cover of a magazine. I obviously don't care anymore, but as a child it was very embarrassing. I've always absolutely hated naked baby photo shoots. Nothing about them being naked makes them cuter. If you have to post a picture of your baby, at least put it in a goddamn blankie. My mum had one of us girls in the bath in the hall. Thank fuck she didn't have Facebook in her day. AITA for yelling at my wife about this. She argues about not sharing them, and I remind her what would happen if they were shared. I don't trust iCloud, or that no one could gain access, or have them accidentally shared. I just see absolutely zero reason. This really frustrates me. Popular opinion to me. Agreed. The internet is forever, and no one needs to see pictures of your naked child. Some places even classify that as child pornography. I feel very strongly about this. I hate it when I see parents documenting the entirety of their children's life on social media. From vacations to baths to singing and throwing tantrums. We do not own our children. They are not objects in our possession. They are small humans, but humans nonetheless. They have the right to privacy, safety, and the choice of having a social media presence or not having one. I wish there would be laws about how much and what exactly one can post on social media when it comes to children.